Good morning, Daddy. So, I've got a few things to do today, and just a couple of errands to like errands, errands to run, and a couple of business to take care of outside of my apartment. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. However, this video is to discuss, what's really going on with my daughter. And how did this whole situation, come to involve me and my child? Okay, so approximately 2 years ago, Yvonne Helm's daughter placed a young girl, like 8 or 9. Well, she told me 7 or 8, between 7 or 9, years of age. Little Caucasian white girl into CPS custody of another family. And while the child was in custody with another family or whatever, it wasn't her family members or, people who the family knew. Zuri Morris took a little white girl out of her home and placed her into another family where the little girl, quote unquote, I don't know how true it is, how the little girl passed away, but the way Zuri explained it to me was that, breaking confidentiality, all kind of codes of confidentiality. I never asked about her job. She just started chopping it up with me about it. You understand what I'm saying? So she starts to tell me about the little white girl who, she placed, and the little white girl somehow or another fell into the back, wandered off to the backyard where there was a pool, how she explained it. But you know what? Booping them, they lie so much, and they, they think they're so spiritual, and they use a lot of metaphors thinking that that's spirituality. However, what was said to me was that, the girl wandered into the backyard and she, fell into the pool and drowned while she was in CPS. And the white girls never, the white family never saw her family again. Now, my reaction was, my daughter is biracial and she looked mostly white, except the only way you could tell that she's black is by her nose and her curly hair. And, her lips are full sometimes, So, depending on how she feels and how she, playing with them, how lips are. So, my daughter, with her hazel gray eyes that are sometimes light blue, and her very, very, fair skin, and her light color hair, honey blonde hair, like light brown. Sometimes she can be in our community, referred to as, like the white girl, teased about it all. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand what Zuri was even telling me that story for. So I'm like, I told Zuri, you know what, Zuri? That's fucked up. That's fucked up, and I feel like you should have to, pay for that. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like there should be some kind of reprimand that you endure about that, because that's fucked up. At the fact that when you went to get that child was alive. There's all kind of services that you could have requested before taking, removing that child from their home and placing her. But your first thought was to place that child initially. What was uncalled for. Now the child will never see her parents again. Now, so I went off on Zuri real bad, her and Yvonne, about that. So I guess this is their way of saying, well, shit, we'll take Abby from you, and you can say everything, you can be that mom and tell me that from that perspective. But like I said before, that's fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? At the fact that when I got out of jail the very next day, you should have brought my kid home the very next night when you found that there was no drugs in my motherfucking system. Secondly, you could have provided resources. You could have provided services then before removing my motherfucking child. I have not seen my child for almost a motherfucking year. Like I said to Zuri before, that was fucked up. And guess what? This shit is fucked up too. So that's how everything, first started to occur about me and my daughter in our CPS situation. Is Zuri throwing a black temper tantrum? Look, Diary of a Mad Black Woman temper tantrum, period, point blank, with a black ass.